Months after the release of Madam Web, one of 2024's most talked-about box office disappointments, Dakota Johnson is finally setting the record straight. The actress, known for her sharp wit and fearless honesty, has opened up about the making of the film and the storm that followed, offering a rare insider's perspective on how big-budget projects can go spectacularly wrong. Speaking in a recent interview, Johnson didn't mince her words. "Madam Web wasn't my fault," she said plainly. "Certain decisions were made by people who don't have a creative bone in their body, and those decisions shaped the final film. As actors, we show up to bring a character to life, but when the people steering the ship aren't focused on story or art, there's only so much we can do." A production shadowed by studio politics. The actress stopped short of naming specific executives, but her remarks highlight what many industry watchers have long suspected. From the moment Sony announced the project, insiders whispered about conflicting visions and constant rewrites. The studio reportedly hoped to build a Spider-Man, adjacent franchise led by a female character, but the creative direction shifted multiple times during production. Early footage hinted at a darker, character-driven origin story, while marketing materials pivoted toward a conventional superhero spectacle. By the time Madam Web hit theaters, the result was a film critics described as tonally inconsistent and narratively muddled. Audiences were left unsure whether they were watching a moody thriller, a comic book blockbuster, or a setup for future spin-offs. "You can feel it when a movie doesn't know what it wants to be," Johnson reflected. That confusion isn't coming from the actors, it's coming from the top. A symbol of superhero fatigue. Released at a time when superhero fatigue was already dominating Hollywood conversations, Madam Web opened to weak box office numbers and some of the year's harshest reviews. Despite an impressive cast, including Sydney Sweeney, Celeste O'Connor, and Isabella Merced, the film quickly became a case study in how brand management can overshadow storytelling. Johnson's candid comments echo a growing frustration among actors and filmmakers who feel creativity is being stifled by corporate decision-making. "Movies should be made by people who love movies," she said. "When executives care more about quarterly reports than characters and emotion, you end up with something that feels empty, and audiences sense that instantly." Moving on from the fallout. For Johnson, the experience, while disappointing, is far from career-defining. Since the film's release, she has shifted her focus toward artistically ambitious projects, including indie dramas and collaborations with celebrated directors. Her upcoming roles suggest a deliberate pivot away from franchise filmmaking and back to the intimate, character-driven stories that first made her a critical darling. "I know the work I put in," she emphasized. "I came to set every day prepared and excited. That's all I can control. The rest, marketing strategies, studio mandates, last-minute edits, that's beyond any actor's reach. All you can do is move forward and choose projects where your voice matters." A larger industry warning. Johnson's experience with Madam Web is more than just a post-mortem on a single film. It's a cautionary tale about the state of modern Hollywood. As studios continue to chase shared universes and billion-dollar franchises, the risk of creativity being sacrificed for corporate synergy grows. Her frank assessment adds to a chorus of voices, including directors like Martin Scorsese and actors such as Florence Pugh, who warn that blockbuster filmmaking is at a crossroads. Whether Johnson's words will spark change remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: she refuses to let Madam Web define her. Instead, she's using the misfire as a stepping stone toward a more intentional, artist-driven career. "Sometimes," she said with a wry smile, "you need a public flop to remind yourself what you actually want to be doing."